And Calvert Hall won the toss to start the game. They deferred to the second half, and they are now going to reap the benefits of that decision as they will be the first to get the ball here in the third quarter. We're at Russo Stadium at Kelly Field on the campus of Calvert Hall. A great night for high school football and an explosion block, but the block breaks the man free and we're into good Counsel territory. A tremendous return by Damian Farmer right there. Damian Farmer making like Dr. Funkenstein. When he starts churning, burning, and turning, it'll make your atoms move so fast, expanding your molecules, causing a friction fire, burning you on your neutrons, forcing you to scream, hit me in the protons, baby. And yes, that's a direct quote from Parliament, Matt. And Calvert Hall comes right out. They now go back to original starting quarterback, Bahar. Bahar, just a junior, looks for the quick pass, now comes back inside, throws it at the turf, and we'll have second and long. Calvert Hall now 2nd and 10, inside handoff. Bahar spreading things around right now. Head coach Donald Davis doing a good job balancing his offense, but at some point you need to take that strike down the field. Third and a long 7 for the Cardinals. Bahar, quick strike to the outside, inside move. They're going to have to measure for it. It's going to be 4th and about a half a yard. But the Cardinals trying to make something happen after that big Damian Farmer kick return to start the half. Despite 4th and a yard, Calvert Hall is going to go for the punt, try to pin good Counsel in deep. They've done fairly well tonight on these, and now they're going to have a force a catch. Nice catch on the inside. Good Counsel makes the play. That's J.C. Carroll making the catch, and it's going to be good Counsel ball. 10:09 left, third quarter, from their own 17-yard line. Good Counsel set in, and as I've said many times before tonight, C.J. Carroll split wide to the left. Good old C.J., a decoy on this play, as Stefanini pounds his way for a good 5. Great outside block. Again, C.J. Carroll has done just such a nice job all night tonight. Strip matter under center, backs in the eye. And there's Stefanini. Tell you what, he is definitely just the grinder on this team. He just pounds out yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 4. It's a huge 3rd down for the Calvert Hall defense right here. They need a stop. They'll get a huge field position advantage if they're able to stop them here. Fakes the handoff to Stefanini, looking for the out pattern. Great defensive play, nothing doing. And the Cardinals stuff it. That's going to bring about a punt, and we have seen good Counsel struggle on the punting game. Back to punt here for good Counsel. It's obvious that Calvert Hall wants to put some pressure on this punter. Kick gets away. That's the best punt of the night. And that's going to give us an opportunity, Damian Farmer, to return. It's Neverton this time, excuse me. I want to remind you this third quarter brought to you by KTBS Payroll, your integrated payroll solution providing expertise and efficiency to make your business stronger. For more information, visit ktbspayroll.com. Thank you so much to the great folks at KTBS Payroll to support the efforts of these fine athletes and coaches. Calvert Hall again straight to the line. Kenji Bahar back in at quarterback. And And now we have a repositioning of the football. He moved it back a full 4 3/4 inches. Things are now squared away. Bahar sends Neverton in motion. Ball fumbled, but Farmer jumps on it quickly. That's going to bring about 2nd and long. Bahar in the shotgun, split backfield, 2 receivers to his right. And Bahar wants to take off and run for it. He had a great option. Number 5, Russell Neverton on the near side. Looked like he was ready to break open. But it's going to bring about another 3rd and long for this Cardinal offense as they struggle to really get something going. 6:45 to go, 3rd quarter. 3rd and 11 for the Cardinals. Bahar straight back, and again, just so hard to stop this defensive line of the Falcons from Good Counsel. They know how to put pressure on the passer, and they've done it consistently all night. Calvert Hall set to punt. A nice end-over-end wobbly kick. Gets a great Calvert Hall bounce. Not sure why they caught it, but could cost them 5 or 8 yards. That's water under the bridge now. 5:53 to go, 3rd quarter. Good Counsel possession. Strip matter under center. Inside handoff, little power dive. Gain of about 1.5 yards. Just keeping those defensive linemen honest. Nice play call. Sacrifice a play to keep that D-line tight. Good Counsel, very well coached. Thrilled with the way Bob Malloy's carried this squad. He's assisted by Kevin McFadden, Don Rushing, Tom Cromwell, Bill Goodman, Steve Gent, Brendan Malloy, Tom McCann, Reggie Gooch, Jeff Bateman, Clay Goldstone, and Mark Davis, just to name a few. Strip matter with a lot of room to run here on the outside. Shoestring tackle all the way on the far sideline. That's going to be a 1st down for Good Counsel. And Good Counsel now the beneficiary of a sizable penalty against Calvert Hall. 3rd quarter brought to you by KTBS Payroll. Inside handoff. Gain of about 4 or 5 that time. Nice play by Strip Matter. Nice play. Good play call. Thank you so much to the nice folks at KTBS Payroll, your integrated payroll solution for all your payroll needs. Expertise and efficiency to make your business stronger. For more information, visit ktbspayroll.com. 2nd and a long 5 here for the Falcons. And here's Stefanelli. Lunges forward for about 1 yard, carries a would-be tackler. Just loves the way he grinds it out. 3rd and a long 4. Big play for the Calvert Hall defense. He fakes to Stefanelli, rolls out to his right, pass no good. Strip Matter may have been able to run for the 1st down there, but here comes a punt team for Good Counsel. Watch the fake. Good Counsel in. The punter looks like he's standing in a different way. What do I know? And it is into the end zone, and that will be a touchback and a foul. And we got a Good Counsel player down. We'll learn more about that when we return. Thanks for making CUDA.com part of your sports viewing day. CUDA.com football here at Calvert Hall. Booker Corrigan bringing you the call alongside my main man, Matty Cruz. Calvert Hall now 1st and 10 from their own 10. Despite the punt going into the end zone, referees called the punt returner for signaling for a fair catch and then making contact with a would-be opponent who's going to down the ball, and that is unnecessary roughness. Bahani with a strike to Russell Neverton. Bahar doing a nice job delivering the ball on the run. Bahar under center, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. The pass rush is thick and furious. He gets it past it to a stumbling Lawrence Cager, the 6'5" junior. First catch of the day for Cager, but it gives another first down to the Cardinals. 1st and 10 for Calvert Hall as they got it going. Bahar with 1 back in to protect. Now it's a screen and sniffed out. Damian Farmer nowhere to go after that one. Unfortunate turn of events. 2 minutes and 27 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. You're watching Calvert Hall hosting Good Counsel here at Russo Stadium and Kelly Field on the campus of Calvert Hall. Booker Corrigan and CUDA.com bringing you the action, assisted by my man Matty Cruz and Dual Cam Productions, bringing you the video and audio call. Eric Evans split wide to the right, and he has been the big play receiver so far for Calvert Hall. And now he had a blitz on the near side, inside handoff to Farmer, picks up a tough 6 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. Bahar under center, 1:07 remaining quarter, throws deep down the far sideline. Bahar's got it, and we might have a pass interference. That's a tough one. Flags everywhere. It must be July 14th, folks. 3rd quarter brought to you by KTBS Payroll, your integrated payroll solution, providing expertise and efficiency to make your business stronger. For more information, visit ktbspayroll.com. Again, ktbspayroll.com, your integrated payroll solution to make your business stronger. Great organization, and they're proud to support the efforts of these fine athletes and coaches on the CUDA Game of the Week. 3rd and a long 19. And a long out pattern. Oh, a flag there. That's unnecessary. And I'll tell you, Russell Neverton paid a price on that one. A late hit out of bounds, but we will have 4th and long. The punt team for Calvert Hall on the field. Calvert Hall has been able to capitalize on some of the special teams efforts throughout the night. Clean snap and a nice high punt. And now we get a good bounce. Let it go, boys. Last time we had a problem with them down a little early. Just inches into Good Counsel territory. 43 seconds remaining, 3rd quarter, Good Counsel ball. Good Counsel set. Strip matter under center. Inside handoff. They fake it, and Stefanelli has room to roll. He could go all. No, sir. Knocked out. Close to the goal line. They're going to call him out of bounds at the 4. But Perry Stefanelli has made his presence felt here tonight. The Energizer Bunny just finds a way to grind it out, and now we get a late flag. Illegal block down the field, or we'll see what the call is. Head referee Carmen DeJohn Domenico. Illegal play against Calvert Hall. And I imagine they'd tack that on to the end of the run. Head referee Carmen D. John Domenico, and your field judge David St. Hubbins, side judge Ian Faith, back judge Derek Smalls, and of course the line judge Nigel Tufnell. And an illegal procedure against Good Counsel is going to give a good chunk of yardage back to Calvert Hall. They need to keep Good Counsel out of the end zone here. Good Counsel set to try and punch it in. 1st and goal. Calvert Hall showing blitz straight up the middle. Strip Matter uses the snap count to get some time. Here's Stefanelli wrapped up hard on the inside. He felt the wrath of the defensive line of Calvert Hall there as the clock winks down to the conclusion of the 3rd quarter here on a chilly fall evening as it encompasses all that is Russo Stadium and Kelly Field on the lovely campus of Calvert Hall. Start of the 4th quarter. 4th quarter brought to you by the Fellowship of Christian Athletes Maryland. Go to MDFCA to learn more. 2nd and goal. Strip Matter rolling to his right, trying to find a receiver and knocked out of bounds. A healthy loss there. Great defensive play by the Calvert Hall Cardinals. The time between the quarters right there gave Calvert Hall enough time to really gather themselves and realize that they need their best defensive stand right now. And sometimes high school athletes can really benefit from that moment to regroup. And it certainly seemed like it on that play. The Calvert Hall defense showed no weakness and gave nothing. 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. That was a great defensive play by Calvert Hall. They have to maintain that intensity. Strip Matter in the shotgun. A lone setback to his left. And again, the Calvert Hall defense rises to the occasion. Stuff you very much. Credit that defensive effort. Number 18, Lionel McCoy, the junior, stepping up and making his presence felt. Not to be denied. It's now 4th and goal. On comes the field goal unit for Good Counsel. I haven't been blown away by their special teams so far tonight, but they lead 7-3, 11 minutes remaining 4th quarter, brought to you by the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Go to mdfca.com to learn how you can participate in their camps, clinics, and other ways to get involved. And now we get a delay of game penalty. It's going to back it up further. It would be a 40-yarder from this point. And with the penalty, Good Counsel decides they're going to go for it. A little wildcat. Strip Matter inside pass, and a tackle. Oh no! Don't let it happen. A grinding receiver. Great play call. He got to about the 3-yard line, and that would have been an absolute heartbreaker for the Calvert Hall Cardinals, but they will take over for downs deep inside their own territory. Like a Jinx machine? Calvert Hall from their own 4-yard line. They really paid the price for that lack of defensive intensity right there. Now they got to worry about giving up the safety, getting stuffed. That just a terrible turn of events for the defense right there by Calvert Hall, because they played so great on the first 3 downs on 1st and goal. 2nd and a long 9.5. And again, that defensive line, I have been so impressed with Good Counsel's defensive line. They have done a fantastic job of plugging the middle, stuffing the run, and not allowing Calvert Hall to get to the outside. That's why that 4th down play was so important. Penalty. Calvert Hall still back, now up for grabs on the near side. In and out of the hands of Lawrence Cager. The 6'5" junior had a chance at it. Credit good counsel with playing good defense. And that's going to bring up 4th and 9. Calvert Hall will be forced to punt, and they need something good to happen for them. With 8:51 remaining here, 7-3, still your score. Good counsel in the lead. This quarter brought to you by FCA. The Maryland Fellowship of Christian Athletes is committed to developing 3-dimensional athletes and coaches who want to fulfill their God-given potential mentally, physically, and spiritually. For information on FCA teams, camps, and other ways to get involved, check out mdfca.org. Very simple, mdfca.org. Fellowship of Christian Athletes is proud to support the tremendous efforts of these fine coaches and athletes. That's why they're involved. So you got a guy hurt, right? Calvert Hall now back to punt. Injured player off the field. Punter deep in his own end zone. Has to be very careful not to step back out of it. Gets a decent punt off, and it's a squibbly, crazy one. Get a fumble. No dice. Great play by my man, C.J. Carroll, making the play. I've been on him all night, just loving how C.J.'s able to make plays. Fantastic efforts. Good counsel starts with the ball on Calvert Hall's 40, 8:44 to go, 7-3. Good counsel in their road whites. Calvert Hall home reds. Inside handoff. Good counsel perfectly happy, grinding up 4 yards and a clock running. Gain of 6 on the play. Strip matter back in under center. Backs a split behind him. Handoff to the shifty. It looked like Stephon Mario. We have the first down at the Calvert Hall 16-yard line. We have the pleasure of getting a roster from Good Counsel with no numbers on it. So we did some homework. Met with some of the cheerleaders who could not have been nicer and more helpful. Some of the coaches gave us as many numbers as they could. And that is a plow into the end zone, touchdown, Good counsel. Credit that one to ball carrier number 8. And let's call him Lionel Egwagi. Excuse me, Christopher Dawson. Dawson carries it in. Was I rolling there? Christopher Dawson powers it in, 7:39 to go, and that gives Good Counsel the 13-3 lead. Doing some quick math, that's a 10-point differential at this point. Extra point would make it 11. Kick is up. Signal's good. And Good Counsel goes up by 14-3. Carry the 2. Divided. What's the square root of 9? 3. They go up by 11. It's an 11-point lead. Calvert Hall is competing in every sense of the game. You just have to give so much credit to this Good Counsel defensive line. They don't allow Calvert Hall's offense to get things going. Good Counsel set to put toe on leather. Squib kick. Oh, and get a weird bounce. It could be an onside kick. I think Good Counsel has it. Their sideline is clearly celebrating. That ball hit right off the face mask of the Calvert Hall return man, or up back as they like to call him in some sectors. In this part of Towson, they call him an up back. Signal early. and it is Calvert Hall ball. A lot of fighting, biting, and scratching in there on the inside, but Calvert Hall will maintain possession. 7:34 to go. Fourth quarter. This quarter brought to you by a Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Great way to get involved with something that is just created for a positive experience. Go to mdfca.org. What quarterback do you go with? Coon? Calvert Hall possession from their own 39. An incomplete pass attempt right there by Bahar. Did they call that complete? Yeah, there's absolutely no way that was a complete pass. And there's one ref here who I think said it was complete. I thought I was watching Friday Night Lights there for a second in the end of that state championship game. I'll tell you what now, son, I'll tell you, I ain't seen nothing where you can't call that a completed pass. You can't do it. You can get Cy Robertson out here in Duck Dynasty, and Cy would even tell you that ball was incomplete, son. Bahar, 2nd and 10, rolls to his left, tries to get it over, gets it out of bounds. Farmer, completed pass, gains about 5, a nice chunk, but they still have some work to do. They need to find a way to sustain a drive, and rolling out Bahar is certainly a nice little piece of the puzzle. He gets him away from that imposing defensive line. And credit number 11, Jesse Anabonaman. Number 11, the senior defensive lineman, has done a fantastic job. And now we get movement. Oh, whistles everywhere, flags everywhere. It's Bastille Day once again. And there's your false start against Calvert Hall. And that's going to... 3rd and 15. Now they roll Bahar out. I like it. Inside pass. That's a flag. That's interference. Gravy on top of roast beef. That's got to be some sort of call. Coach Donald Davis is out on the field pleading his case. Sir, understand things. Wowsy. Fourth and 15, and Calvert Hall with 7:11 left. They have 3 timeouts left. They have to punt this, and they have to get the good counsel return guy to fumble the catch. That's all I can tell you. That's how they can escape with victory here, if he can get a piece of, or they can just let it get all the way back. And that is going to be down at the 1. I don't know what the record is for longest or greatest punt in the history of Calvert Hall football, but that is got to be a nominee. Calvert Hall, the beneficiary of an amazing 62-yard punt. Backs good counsel all the way up to their own 1-yard line. Of course, Perry Stefanelli grinds it out. The senior finds a way to create little seams and then explode through them. 6:40 remaining here in the fourth quarter, brought to you by the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Maryland. Strittmatter, junior quarterback, has done a tremendous job leading this offense. Inside handoff again. And that's a huge first down run. Now good counsel can start milking the clock a little bit with 6:15 remaining. They can start grinding out some yards. And because no matter what happens, they still have that imposing defensive line. Strip matter under center, black backs, split. Some tough yards picked up. Chris Dawson with the carry. Doing a nice job just putting his head down and getting it all the way to 2nd and 1. And those are the kinds of yards you cannot afford to give up. Right now, Calvert Hall has to do a job making stops. Tackles for loss. Strip matter calling the signals. Backs split behind him. Toss sweep to the near side. And that time it was number 49, who is one of the numbers I did not get from the cheerleaders. They gave me a roster with no numbers. Calvert Hall just grinding up field and clock in equal portions here at the end of the 4th quarter. 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go. 1st and 10, strip matter, inside handoff. And now a somewhat fatigued defense of Calvert Hall. That's Christopher Dawson, the senior running back. Strip matter calling out signals, getting his players in the right formations as the clock winks to the 4-minute mark. Nifty little inside handoff misdirection. Almost a 1985 Washington Redskins counter tray type play. Expected to see Joe Theismann with the single bar face mask handing that one off. 2nd and 5 now for Good Counsel as we are close to the 3-minute mark. Strip matter rolling to his left, and he's not going to throw an incomplete pass, nor is he going to go out of bounds. Just a very well-coached young man right there. That's a nice play. I've just been informed by someone next to me that the Baltimore Orioles played a baseball game tonight, which is surprising to me. I did not know that they still had a team, but evidently they do, and they played a game. So it's it's great for them. I support the fact that they're out there competing and doing baseball. It's good. They what? Oh, all I said was they played a game. I didn't even know they still had a team. Two and a half minutes remaining here, 4th quarter. Strip matter. Using all the time clock. Inside handoff, and Dawson gobbles up the yards. Christopher Dawson, another 1st down. And Good Counsel's almost in the area where they can just start taking a knee. Strip matter under center, just a shade more than 2 minutes. Strip matter breaks it straight up the middle. Strip matter wheeling, dealing, curves the word, spins the verb. And that'll stop the play. Now we got flags. Strip matter halted at the Calvert Hall 2-yard line. 1st and 10 for Good Counsel after the penalties marched off. Minute and 48 seconds remaining, and Strip matter just grinding ahead, forging his way inside the Calvert Hall 10. Second and 5, Strip matter just grinding up yards. Gives this one to Dawson, and Dawson breaks it in. Chris Dawson with the touchdown, and that's going to make the score 20-3, and people who were not here are going to think that it was a blowout game, and it was not. This game was 7-3 for its entirety. Calvert Hall just could not seem to get that big play that they needed, and the Good Counsel defense refused to give up the big play. Being able to grind out 8 yards at a clip when they had things rolling. Kick is up and good. 1:06 remaining, fourth quarter. Good Counsel set to kick away to Calvert Hall to finish things out on CUDA.com. This quarter brought to you by Fellowship of Christian Athletes Maryland. Go to mdfca.org to learn how you can get involved in one of the great organizations, the Fellowship. Is that Dickie McGee in the U.S. Open shirt? No. Calvert Hall set to go, 1:06 to go, 21-3 the score. A nice little screen pass to Farmer, and it's Kohler Coons connecting with Damian Farmer. That's going to be a first down for the Cardinals. That stops the clock temporarily. Calvert Hall with all 3 timeouts remaining.
First down, Cardinals.
Straight back up to the line of scrimmage. Coons showing the strength of that arm. Inside pass intended for Evans. A little bit low. No dice. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Coons with 3 receivers to his left. 1 back in to protect. Coons with all kinds of times. Inside pass to Evans. Great catch. Rumbles down to the 30-yard line of Good Counsel. And here's a perfect example of the prevent defense just giving up 10s and 20-yard plays. And now we get a stoppage. They're going to reset the play with 37.9 seconds. And with 37.9 seconds left, 1st and 5. Coons back to pass, steps up in the pocket and gets smashed. And another display of that Good Counsel defense just knowing when to attack. Clock still running. Receivers shuffling around as we are inside 10 seconds and we get a late timeout. It's almost as if since the 10-minute mark of this fourth quarter, it's really slowed down. The pace of the game is slowed down incredibly. And here we go with 6.5 seconds remaining. Calvert Hall receivers everywhere. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Eric Evans stays in to pass. Inside catch. The clock runs to 0, and that'll do it. Good Counsel comes up and takes on Calvert Hall. A great game all the way down to the finish. 21-3 your final score. For Matty Cruz and Dual Cam Productions, I'm Booker Corrigan saying thanks for making CUDA.com part of your sports viewing day. And a huge thank you to our title sponsors, KTBS Payroll and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes Maryland.